Transforming lives one home at a time is the mission of the Ministry for Grand Bahama through its Collab partnership development. You might remember an old apartment building in Freeport being demolished last week. Well, before the building was torn down, there were 4 people still living there. But today, instead of becoming homeless, those residents were relocated to a newly renovated home in Tripp Circle. Simone Davis has tonight's top story.
4 men would be homeless today following the recent demolition of a long-standing apartment in Freeport. But thanks to the Ministry for Grand Bahama's Collab initiative, those 4 men received a new home.
It rained this morning. I didn't have to put no bucket up. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Continue to do the good work for people like me.
Malfredo Duncombe shares his new home in Tripp Circle with 3 other roommates who all lived in the apartment complex known to many as Windsor on the Mall. The dilapidated building was demolished by the Grand Bahama Port Authority last week, but Malfredo says that was the only home he could afford for many years.
It was something at the time that was affordable because, you know, when you don't have a permanent job, you try to make ends meet. So Windsor on the Mall was something that I didn't have to make no first and last. So that's where I end up, and I've been there ever since, till now.
Last December, the Ministry for Grand Bahama officially opened the doors to Collab, which is the umbrella for the beautiful Grand Bahama project. Under that project, some 9 homes located in Tripp Circle were redeveloped. Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxie, explains that Collab was designed to identify issues and partner with the private sector, NGOs, and residents to find solutions.
This journey started when we first came to office. These buildings that were right opposite the Ministry for Grand Bahama, we knew that we were in the process of having them demolished in collaboration with the Port Authority. And we identified that there were many families that lived in those buildings. I already knew that I was going to be working on these homes in Tripp Circle under the Collab unit of the Ministry for Grand Bahama. And so I identified the homes as transition homes that those families could move into.
And residents like Trevor Morley says living in his new home for just a few days is more than just a physical transition. With dreams of becoming a barber, he says his goal is to get back on his feet and provide for his daughter.
The income will bring me up financially in a way that I would be able to provide for my family. And my daughter can come where I live and I don't have to be ashamed. So I thank you for that.
The program allows residents to live free for 6 months as the Grand Bahama Port Authority maintains all expenses for the home during that time. The home is also situated next to Collab's Resource Center, where those residents would have access to counseling, assistance with job search, and scouting their next home under the leadership of Canon Curtis Robinson.
It's more about how do we truly help these individuals to recover. We want to make sure they have the resources that they need, but also we want to make sure, you know, they have jobs. We want to make sure that they're transitioned in a way where they can really take care of themselves.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Simone Davis.